Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Frank, what should the golfers be looking out for today?
Going to have to play well from tee to green for a start. That's where most of the problem is. It sets up beautifully for what we call a second shot golf course. Providing you can get the ball in play, you will get rewarded for good iron play around here. The reason why is because when you miss, you're penalised. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Getting set to play the second shot here at the first hole.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Well, that is a ball-striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. It's at sneaky distance.
That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
One under early in the round. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Still even par for the day. Teed up here at the second hole, Frank, this is a short par 4 measuring about 370 yards.
While it mightn't have the yardage, it's certainly made up in strategy by all the bunkering down here, Rich. And it's really two bunkers that you've got to, or two complexes that you've really got to worry about. One down the left, you'll see, is about 285 yards to carry, and then that next crop comes in just about 300 yards. So you've got to decide whether to go over the bunker on the left and short of the other one, or even lay up to the right, perhaps short. And that's where you realize this is very much a two-shot hole, and play it that way.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, I'm guessing as a player, this is the kind of shot you like. Early in the round, short par 4, nice look as you get set for the approach shot.
After a tough opening hole, Pete Dye gives you a chance here. Scoring club in hand, if you can get it to the right distance, even 15 feet right of this flag, very much a birdie chance.
All right, Frank, what's the player looking at here on the second hole with the approach shot?
Well, Rich, notice the bunker that cuts into the green on the left side. It turns it into a crescent-shaped green. So really there's three distinct sections, the one in the back, the one in the middle, and the front. Just be very wary of where the flag is here.
Good swing, good shot yet again. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Bottom of the barrel, and now the 2 under. It's a big putt right here for birdie. And he has it for birdie. Frank, Pete Dye certainly gives you a variety of holes, and we see that. Granted, 3 par 4s to start, but each one with a different look.
They certainly are, Rich. And it's amazing what one good bunker will do. And the bunker I'm referring to is the one down the left side. It's about 285 yards to carry. It's the sort of bunker that keeps you honest.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Frank, this looks to be the kind of approach shot here at number 3 that a high-level professional would like to hit.
We don't see as many guys cut the ball as what we used to in the sort of Lee Trevino days. So really the modern-day player likes to hit the ball right to left, and this is a second shot that certainly suits that.
Appears to be tracking well. Just a couple of feet. It's a -2 early in the round. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So, Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
Now at the 4th, par 3, and Frank, what's the key here?
Somehow find some green grass. The name Sandpit pretty much tells you what is around the green.
This is a good-looking shot. That will be a great look at birdie. Well, Frank, these winds have not at all subsided. Still a challenge.
Yeah, the same for everybody, and that's where you've just got to adjust your own mental par. Golf course was going to be difficult when you teed off. It's certainly no different now.
Good putt and a good move. Now to 4 under. Three under on the day. Frank, what'd you say at the top? Die on the left, die on the right. Is this what you were talking about?
Exactly, yeah. The 5th hole here, it's called double trouble. So yeah, there's chances for grief on both sides of this fairway. But if you're long enough, you can just sneak it past 335. That's where the water runs out. This is reachable.
So if you do sneak it out there, and that would be the longer hitters, you might have what into this green?
Well, you can get home hybrid, maybe even something shorter. But remember, it's called double trouble. Avoid that. Maybe double eagle.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Frank, for a long time, the stadium course at PGA West was thought to be too difficult for the professionals. How'd that happen?
It wasn't really unusual. A lot of Pete Dye courses, when they first came out, with the wooden bulkheads, so visually intimidating. It was such a departure from traditional golf design that players, they weren't very receptive to it. They thought it was too punishing, and yet now, we look some 20, 30 years later, Pete Dye's going to go down with the Mackenzies, the Donald Rosses, the C.B. McDonalds as one of the most innovative and one of the great architects that actually changed the direction that the game's gone.
Back in the late 1980s, the Tour Pros actually refused to go back to the stadium course. They signed a petition to get it removed as one of the host courses, a ban that effectively ran until 2015. But now the Career Builder Challenge will return to the rotation in 2016. Locked in on the read and the speed. But you hate to miss from that distance. Will make birdie if he holds this putt. Starting to move in the right direction. 5 under after that made putt. That puts them at 4 under for the round. What a hole this is. 255 yards, par 3, water everywhere you look. This is a real test.
It's called Amen, and whatever religion that you subscribe to, you better say a prayer before this one.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Frank, I have to say I've been impressed by the level of golf today. Really came out here with a solid game plan and executed.
Agreed. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of the round plays out.
Might go deep here into red numbers.
Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort. Frank, chip shot here from just on the fringe. You like to hit this the way you would a putt?
Yeah, I normally take a club that's going to land just on the flat surface of the green, then run from there. Often people take too much loft.
And getting ready for the putt. Goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh, yeah, you'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you?
just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. So they'll tap in. -3 now for the round.
We're at the 7th now, 346 yards with plenty of water on that right side. How do you handle this one, Frank?
You've got to pick a target there. A lot of people think when they're laying up off the tee, and that's exactly what this hole is. It just blaze away at something down the left side. But if you're going to pick a tree, don't just pick the tree. Pick a branch or a leaf. Be more specific.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Looking to keep it going here, Frank.
Yeah, another example of things just working as they should.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Good work right there, now to 6 under for birdie. Four under on the day.
Well, Frank, here at the par 5 8th, 559 yards. Looks as though the player's getting a break from the water, but there is some trouble out there.
Yeah, there certainly is bunkering both on the left and the right. Once again, though, par 5s are always an opportunity for the longer hitter. Even if you stray a little offline, then it just becomes a 3-shotter like it is for everybody else.
Frank, one of our colleagues at Golf Channel, Brian Hammond's always liked to say, keep it in the short grass. It is nice to play from the fairway.
The game's so much easier from the fairway. Less decisions to be made. You don't have to worry about a flyer or the lip in front of the bunker or a tree. The game almost appears straightforward from there. Oh, that's fine.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Now the approach shot here on this par 5/8.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Third shot, looking for a good one. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Now to 7 under par. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been.
Frank, the 9th hole at 452 yards. That water down the right is really a test of a player's driving ability, isn't it?
It is, and his ability to sort of take the shot on. Ideally, just something with a little bit of a fade, unless you can carry the ball 300 yards, then you can get it just past that bunker. But when you look at this hole, notice how that fairway just starts to open up. So Pete Dye will reward an aggressive tee shot, but also he'll punish it if it's wayward.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards.
Good contact, good result. Player really needs to be dialed in here. This approach shot is not easy by any stretch here at the 9th.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Frank, break down this second shot here at the 9th hole.
The second shot's a little bit like the tee shot. We know that the biggest trouble is on the right with the water, but there's also a bunker between water and green. So Pete Dye's enticing you to try and play the correct shot, which is one that just moves a little left to right towards the flag. And there is a little bit of relief. You know, if you just miss it a touch, you're in the sand, not the water. And this will be fine, just a little left of the flag.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
He'll need to be strong with this. In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Now 8 under on the day.
Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo. For EA Sports, we're at the Career Builder Challenge. Early season action. Hole number 10 as we get going on the backside. And Frank, if you're hitting it low and left or you're hitting it high and right, you can make some big numbers out there. A lot of water.
Well, you certainly can, especially for those people that have to tee off from 10th, their first tee shot of the day. Somehow sneak it down the left side. 300 yards to get past all those bunkers down the right. I don't know if you want to do that with a cold start. But the further you can get down this hole, obviously that second shot becomes a little shorter, and you'd like to go in with a short club here. There's a wall, like, I don't know, like the Great Wall of China down that left side of this green.
Frank, again, this would appear to be a pretty good scoring opportunity.
This is so much about getting the distance right here. Bunkers on the left, there's the water to carry, that's needless to say, but also the mounding that's just behind the screen and to the right. It's very easy to just take the trouble out of play in the front and then find the trouble behind the screen. So second shot, judging the distance, imperative here.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Well, that's how you play the game. Right there. Ready to go now on the approach shot here at this par 4 10th. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way. Really. This is an awkward length.
Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
Getting set now over the putt. Well, you can see it there. Feels very good about what he's doing. That's a nice par putt. Stays at 6 under. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count. And that is 9 under for the day. Frank, how about this hole, the par 5 11? Long one.
Oh, it is. And, you know, anything over 600 yards, only the longest it is the Bubba Watsons, the Dustin Johnsons of the world. The other ones that can get home on a hole like this. For the other ones, even those bunkers down the left side are sort of in play. You at least have to give them a cursory look off the tee. Nothing wrong with a hole, a par 5 that you can't reach. You still play it as a 3-shotter. And in some respects, you get rewarded for laying up here because that water that comes in on the left-hand side, that's not going to be in play.
Now the second shot to the par 5.
That's an absolute beauty. Second shot.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. That would have been a real bonus had it dropped, but as it is, good putt. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, you know what gets me about this game? Here a person makes a legitimate effort, makes a good stroke, and that ball spins around and is just laughing at the player. And now what's left, you could breathe on that ball. It counts the same as a 300-yard drive. It's not right.
But it's the beauty of the game.
Did the job right there. Now the par 4 12th, only 363 yards, but Frank, it is intricate. There's a lot involved, isn't there, in playing a hole like this?
Yeah, I think this is where you have to work out, which clubs do you hit the best? Are you better with a 9-iron? Are you better with a wedge? Because that's the distance you want to hit it to. That's how you can be aggressive, even when you're laying up.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot, he is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, can one small tweak from an instructor lead to a big turnaround?
With the right player, yeah. You just want to hear the right message. It's like anyone in life. You just want to be pointed in the right direction.
That was a solid strike and a good result. So yet another short iron shot into a par 4 here at the 12th. No way! He hold it, Frank.
Great pitch up.
Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Well, it's obvious he is in complete command of his golf ball right now.
Oh, this is right at it.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Shouldn't be a problem here.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Nudge this one home, finish it up. In for par.
Now another short par 4. It's only 389 yards. But Frank, where could a player go off course, so to speak, at this 14th?
Well, this is a hole where you have to play your own game. If you're a longer hitter, I think you can challenge that bunker and knock it over there. And if you're shorter player, you should be only looking at that left side. You're always going to feel like you've left something out there on a hole like this. You always think you could have done the other option. But this is where you've got to stick to what you think is your game plan. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Moving into this second shot here at hole number 14. That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Safely on deck.
Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. 9 under for the round. Now at the 15th, par 4, 468 yards. It is nicknamed Turning Home as we are making our way towards the close of this round.
Ah, nice.
Looks good. That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. See what they do now with this second shot at hole number 15. Excellent shot to within 10 feet. Now the approach here at 15.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. And getting ready for the putt. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
In for par. These putts keep the round together.
He has this attempt for par. Well into red figures at 9 under for the round.
Frank, this could be an exciting and pivotal point in the round, the par 5 16th.
Especially if the player decides to have a go here. If you're going to take it on a direct line, then you've got to carry all of that bunker complex. But then the other thing to realize, what's the worst thing that can happen? Just in the bunker, right? It's worth a go. Either that, hit it down the right side. There's no way you're going to reach this par 5 and 2.
Good tee shot right in the short grass.
I'm loving that balance.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Now his third, staring right at the green. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Setting up for an approach shot here. Frank, you've been around this game for a pretty long time. Are players, in fact, more athletic today than they were, say, 20, 25 years ago?
There's no question, Rich, they are, but we've borrowed from other sports. If you can't make the player better, you can make them more athletic. And in the end, you're still making the golfer better.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. This one just requires a little bit of focus. In for par.
Well, let's see, Frank. The par 3 17th, Just 168 yards. You can't miss it right, can't miss it left, can't miss it short, you can't miss it long. Good luck.
Hazard.
Maybe wet. Frankie's missed the green here in regulation, but still hasn't missed the chance to make the par.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if he's got this shot in his toolbox coming up.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Oh, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, I tell you, a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
10 under par on the day. Well, here we are at 18. It's par 4, only 439 yards, but again, we've said it all day long. Water to deal with.
It's a great driving hole here, Rich. You don't necessarily have to hit driver. There's three groups of bunkers that are really in play off the tee shot. It's the one in the middle. It's around 290 yards. That's the one you really have to focus on. For stronger players, there's nothing wrong with hitting 3-wood off the tee there. You're still only going to have a shot of 150, 160 yards. Whichever way you look at it, it's something that you think you can find the fairway with.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that? Oh, that's fine.
Frank, this approach shot seems pretty straightforward. Just don't hit it left.
Yeah, it's a tough second shot. It's that visual. Once again, you've got that green that's angled to the left. But once again, like a few holes out here, you do not have to hit directly at this flag. You're allowed to move that flag mentally 15, even 20 feet to the right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
And here it is, the final approach shot of the day.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
Frank, as we know in golf, it isn't just about the clean strike. He certainly hit that well. Hit it too well. It's about club selection.
Yeah, well, Rich, I was just going to say that's the wrong club. I mean, that didn't sniff even just landing on the green. So there's a couple of other clubs in the bag he could have used. Anything other than that one.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Needs this for par.
Good roll. Solid. That's a par. Frank, solid effort today. What's your assessment?
Golf like that can certainly result in wins, that's for sure. But more importantly, the opportunity to get one.